Hello everyone! Today we are going to examine a nice little tactical problem that happened in the game between a world-class Grandmaster Vassily Ivanchuk and his relatively lesser known opponent Felgaer in Barcelona tournament in 2005. So the position is in front of you, you can see it on the diagram. As usual, if you'd like to try to find the solution on your own, you can do so now. I will give you 5 seconds. You can pause the video. Okay, so in this position white is obviously material down. He has a rook for 2 pieces, but his advanced pawns are very strong, and every single tactical idea is connected with the push of either E or G pawn, and that is kinda obvious. And the right way to proceed is E6. Okay, not the right, but the strongest one. It should be noted that also G6 probably wins. Say after if F takes G6, E6, there's an approximate variation starting with King to H7, avoiding F7 check, E7, Bishop H6 check, King somewhere, King B1, and now King G8 preventing F7. And here white is technically winning, of course, but it will take him some time to convert his advantage. Okay, so yeah, if you played G6, then you have also probably solved this position. It has a dual solution. But anyway, E6 is definitely the strongest move. Now, if black can either capture the pawn or try to find some in-between move. For instance, if he captures with the rook takes E6. Then after rook takes E6, F takes E6, G6. White has nasty threats connected with this pawn. For instance, G7 followed by rook D8 is a threat. It's hard to suggest what black can do here. Probably the best defense is bishop to E8, but after say either G7 or F7 and C4, the C pass C pawn will queen, and this is also technically one position, albeit white has slightly easier task than in the variation starting with G6. Okay, so yeah, taking on E6 is not really an option with the rook. If he takes with the pawn, then it's probably even worse. After G6, once again, it's hard to suggest a move for black. F7 is a deadly threat, and in this variation black doesn't even have king to H7, so it's also terrible. And the only other try that black can go for is an in-between move, and that is bishop C5. Now it should be noted that probably even the prosaic move like rook C4 wins here, but if that was the case, then probably we wouldn't have examined this as a tactical puzzle, but rather like a technical solution. Fortunately, white has much stronger move available, and he can play G6 here, sacrificing a rook. And this is a very nice example of the power of the pass pawns. Now, obviously, if black takes the rook, then white takes on F7 check, king to G7. King to H8, then obviously white can just take on E8. If king moves to F8, then white takes on E8, bishop takes, G7 check, king to F7, and now simply rook takes E8 is the immediate win. Okay, so black shouldn't take the rook, but it's hard to suggest what else he could do. And after G6, white is simply winning. There's no way black can defend this position anyhow. So yeah, that's all for today. This was probably not the most difficult problem, but I found it cute and very picturesque, if you will. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and see you some other time. Bye.